All right, the situation very fluid right now. One of our producers on the ground, Volodymyr Solohub, is observing a situation right now. He is near Sloviansk. Volodymyr, we don't want to reveal your exact location because the situation there is simply too dangerous. Tell us, what are you seeing right now?
Yeah, hi. I'm right now correctly near Sloviansk. We see here a battalion or a unit of Ukrainian military which was driving between the cities, and the local citizens block their way. So currently there are 11 APCs standing on the roads, and local citizens stand with human shield in front of these military units, and there is a train standing just behind the convoy of military vehicles. There are approximately 100 soldiers who are being held this way captive by the locals, and approximately 200 to 300 local citizens who are blocking the way and who are trying to prevent this unit from going any further.
And is there interaction between the people, Volodymyr, here? I mean, what you're telling us is that pro-Russian forces are using a train to block these 11 APC vehicles of the Ukrainian army.
Yes, that's correct. The train is standing right behind this convoy. The interaction between the locals and the Ukrainian soldiers is so far peaceful and quiet. The locals tell the Ukrainian soldiers that they are not terrorists. They don't have to shoot them. The Ukrainian soldiers obviously say that they're not here to shoot the local peaceful citizens.
Okay.
They're here to fight the terrorists.
Okay. Our producer there on the ground near Sloviansk, Volodymyr Solohub, on the story for us. Volodymyr, thank you very much for that update.
Thank you.
All right. Our correspondent Kitty Logan is also on the story for us. She is in eastern Ukraine, in Donetsk. What is the situation there? Is it similar to what we just heard about the situation near Sloviansk?
The city here is essentially calm, but what we've been seeing over the past few days is that building by building, slowly the pro-Russia movement is taking over more here. We've had reports of them shutting down train services as well, as yet unconfirmed. But I think what we're seeing here in the bigger picture is that the Ukrainian military is really finding it very difficult to operate in civilian areas. There's a certain amount of the population which is not on their side. And of course, these separatists are entrenched in buildings that are in the centre of the cities, the centre of the towns. They're heavily sandbagged in. They do have a lot of weaponry there, and it's almost impossible to take them on without any kind of bloodshed, not just to the people involved in the fighting, but also the civilians perhaps that will be caught in the crossfire. So I think although the Ukrainian military has made a move right now, it's going to be very difficult to see what it could possibly do next at this point in time.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good point, Kitty. We've heard before that Kiev has said it's sending its military in an anti-terrorist action, and then nothing really happens. Is there a reason to think that this time, that this Friday, that it will be different?
It's interesting with this particular operation. It started just before dawn. They went in, apparently, according to the Ukrainian authorities, they took several pro-separatist checkpoints which are around Sloviansk. But that really is the easy part. We understand now that they're pretty much encircling the town of Sloviansk. But I think it will be hard for them to get any closer to the civilian population, to the separatists themselves. The separatists, of course, are standing firm. They say that they have not been disrupted by this at all. But we do hear reports on the ground that they are beefing up their presence. They are gathering more arms. They are solidifying their checkpoints. And you've seen earlier today, the Ukrainian military was hit. They had 3 helicopters hit, 2 shot down, 1 hit. And the separatists, they're using anti-aircraft missiles. They're very heavily armed. It's going to be difficult to see now how the Ukrainian military can proceed without firing shots, which they have been very reluctant to do so far.
Right. That could be indeed the next step in this conflict. Our correspondent, Kitty Logan, on the ground for us in Donetsk. Kitty, thank you very much.